Hello, my name is Zamaria Winston, and the task that I designed for is the process of selecting a meal or restaurant to order food from in food delivery service interfaces. So we're talking about DoorDash, Grubhub, Uber Eats, interfaces of that kind. Specifically, when designing, I'm looking to make it easier for the indecisive user to select where their next meal is coming from. So in order to do this, we begin by looking at the welcome screen, which allows the user to find their next meal match. So they're given the ability to adjust their budget and cravings to match the restaurants and meals that they will be having the option to select from, overall making their choices a lot easier and a lot simpler when scrolling through the interface to find their next meal. You have a slider that allows you to select what your budget is, and then there are a series of buttons that you can select from sweet, spicy, savory, etc., to determine what you will end up seeing when you get to the next portion of the interface. So clicking See Your Matches, you'll then be shown a series of different matches to restaurants and meals that are within the price range that you selected, as well as meeting the different cravings that you selected on the initial page as well. So this swipe interface will look a lot like a Tinder style interface where you are choosing whether you dislike the match shown or like it. And as you are swiping through, you will also be able to see the status of your swipes at the top. So as you can see up here, it says 1 of 3 meals viewed. And as you continue, it's 2 of 3, 3 of 3, until you are completely done with the matches that are shown. It then gives you your top meal matches, and your top meal matches will show all of the options that you selected that you liked. So here, given that we've selected that we liked all of the options shown, all 3 of them show up in our top meal matches. From here, you're able to order the one of the selected matches, or you can choose to save it for later if you're looking to order that one another time. Or let's say that you didn't like any of the options that you're shown. You can go back and further adjust your preferences in order to get new matches. And adjusting your preferences will lead you back to the welcome screen, which allows you to select your budget and select your cravings. Now, let's say that you're looking to save a meal for later. You click Save for Later, and it brings you to the Saved Meals screen. In the Saved Meals screen, you'll see all of the meals that you already have saved, as well as any of your recent saves. And it gives you the option to order from here or unsave if you no longer want that meal to be a saved meal. Now, if on this screen we decide to order now, we will go to the order screen, which is a standard order screen. I drew inspiration from DoorDash with this, and it shows you the meal that you've selected as well as an order summary that gives you the total price that you will be paying for it in checkout. So now that I've given an overview of what's demonstrated within within this prototype, we can test it out. Okay, so as far as functionality, because this is a medium fidelity prototype, I do have a lot of things working as we would expect, but they're very personalized to certain actions or choices and decisions by a user. So here I'm going to adjust my budget to be $50, and I'm interested in a savory meal, maybe something spicy and salty. So now seeing my matches. Oh, and something to note here, I decided to, with the selection, have the button change color fully, just so the user is aware of what they have selected versus what they didn't. And it also gives you the option to unselect it if you change your mind. So now seeing your matches, it brings you over to the swipe interface screen. So in the future, I would like to have it be a fully swipeable interface, but as of now, I think it's easier for the user to perceive, okay, X is going to swipe away, right with the heart, it's going to show up in one of my matches. And so here you can see that the price range is $20 to $50, which aligns with the budget that I set initially. And at the top, one of three meals viewed, we are on our first meal. So the status bar at the top allows the user to see the status. So I'm going to like this. And the status bar has adjusted to show that we are on our second meal being viewed, and then our third meal being viewed. So now we have our top meal matches. And I will decide to save this meal for later. And as you can see, my save meals show up here. Now I'm going to go back. Actually, I'm going to choose to order now, and it brings me to the order screen. Thank you.